Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Roman Reigns has been absent from WWE since losing the match to Bronson Reed at Crown Jewel PLE on October 11, 2025. He squared off against the 330-pound monster in an Australian street fight match, but ended up losing the contest because of the Usos. Although he wasn't injured during the match, he had walked away after giving an earful to his cousins. There were expectations that WWE could bring him back in the light of Seth Rollins vacating his World Heavyweight Championship due to injury. The big dog was expected to show up during tonight's Battle Royal match, which determined CM Punk's opponent at Saturday night's main event, SM&E, on November 1, 2025. However, he was nowhere to be seen. In this listicle, we shall discuss a few reasons why the OTC1 didn't show up on Monday Night Raw. The creative team could bring Roman Reigns back at SM&E next month to sabotage Jey Uso's championship match. Since Jey Uso had cost Roman Reigns his match against Bronson Reed by mistakenly spearing him through a table, the big dog can exact revenge on Jey by hitting him where it would hurt the Yeet Master the most. He had told the Usos at Crown Jewel that he loved them, but he didn't want to see them until Christmas. At SM&E, he can surprise Jey by costing him the match. The Yeet Master is already exhibiting heel traits these days, and Reigns' interference in the match against Punk won't certainly turn OTC1 into a heel. It would be just two cousins standing in each other's way. Another possible reason why Roman Reigns didn't show up on Monday Night Raw tonight could be because the company wants him to return just before the Survivor Series War Games event next month on November 29, 2025. The big dog can unite the Usos and possibly get CM Punk to join him to clash against the Vision at Survivor Series. As for Paul Heyman's group, Brock Lesnar and Austin Theory are expected to join the heel faction soon. So looking at the bigger picture, the creative team might have decided not to involve Reigns in the World Heavyweight title picture. WWE could also be planning John Cena's last match against Roman Reigns at SM&E on December 13, 2025, at the Capital One Arena in Washington. This could be one possible reason why the company doesn't want the tribal chief to get involved in the World Heavyweight Championship. Moreover, Roman Reigns is not expected to win any WWE title in the near foreseeable future. He no longer competes as a full-time wrestler and is mostly available for big PLE events. Therefore, there was no reason to get him to return at Battle Royal and then go for the World Heavyweight Championship. Winning the championship would have required Reigns' full-time availability for all the episodes of Raw, which at the moment is out of question for Reigns. The company probably has plans to use Roman Reigns for special appearances and big matches only. Mohammed Bilal is a trends writer for Sportskeeda Wrestling. He worked for Energy World, India Today, and Pinkilla before joining Sportskeeda to pursue his passion for pro wrestling. He completed his diploma in English journalism from the Indian Institute of Mass Communication, New Delhi. He strives to report accurate and relevant information by cross-checking facts or rumors multiple times on various platforms and sites. Bilal has been a pro wrestling fan since childhood, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being his favorite wrestler. One of his first memories is of the Final Boss confronting Hulk Hogan in 2002, which got him hooked to pro wrestling. Bilal is amazed by The Rock's unmatched dedication to everything he does. However, if he ever got a chance to go back to the Attitude Era and manage someone, it would be Goldberg. When not watching or writing about pro wrestling, Bilal loves to read books on politics and international relations, and sometimes crime thrillers. Roman Reigns' absence from WWE Monday Night Raw once again sent shockwaves through the WWE universe. The former undisputed WWE Universal Champion was heavily rumored to make a surprise return during the special Battle Royal on Raw, an event that promised major implications for the future of WWE's top storylines. However, the night came and went without the tribal chief, making his long-awaited reappearance. Fans were left disappointed and confused, wondering why one of WWE's biggest stars, and arguably its most dominant champion of the modern era, remained missing in action. While WWE remained tight-lipped about his absence, there are several possible reasons that explain why Roman Reigns didn't return on Raw. His absence not only has storyline consequences but also speaks volumes about WWE's long-term creative strategy and the future of the Bloodline saga. Roman Reigns has been a cornerstone of WWE's storytelling for nearly a decade, especially since his transformation into the head of the table. Every appearance he makes feels monumental, but every absence is equally significant. Over the last few months, fans have been speculating about when he would step back into the ring after losing the undisputed WWE Universal Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. His defeat marked the end of one of the longest and most dominant reigns in WWE history, but it also created intrigue around his next move. Many assumed that the recent battle royal on Raw would be the perfect stage for Reigns' return, a chaotic, high-stakes environment where he could remind the world of his dominance. Yet, the tribal chief was nowhere to be seen. The first possible reason for Roman Reigns' continued absence from Raw could be that WWE is deliberately saving his return for a much bigger moment. Triple H and the WWE creative team understand the power of timing and anticipation when it comes to Reigns. His appearances are now treated as special attractions, similar to how Brock Lesnar or The Rock have been booked in the past. WWE knows that bringing him back randomly for a battle royal, even one with major implications, might not do justice to his star power. The company has built Reigns into a once-in-a-generation performer whose presence commands attention, and his return must feel monumental. With Survivor Series, War Games right around the corner, WWE could be waiting to reintroduce him in a storyline that ties directly into the Bloodline's future. The faction, which has seen turmoil since Reigns' absence, could be on the verge of a new chapter, possibly featuring Solo Sikoa asserting dominance or teasing his own leadership role. A well-timed Roman Reigns return during such a storyline would create the kind of shock factor WWE thrives on. The company knows that a mere glimpse of Reigns' entrance music or "Acknowledge Me" moment will instantly trend worldwide, and they likely want that moment to be saved for a major pay-per-view rather than a weekly television episode. The second reason could be related to Reigns' real-life schedule and health. Since transitioning into a part-time role after WrestleMania, Reigns has been selective about his appearances, a privilege earned through his accomplishments and status. It's worth remembering that Roman has previously battled serious health issues, including leukemia, which forced him to take time away from the ring in 2018 and 2020. WWE's top priority has always been to protect him physically, especially as he's now in the later stages of his wrestling career. His lighter schedule allows him to rest, recover, and extend his longevity in the business. Given that the Battle Royal featured multiple high-risk spots and unpredictable chaos, WWE may have decided against involving Reigns in a match type that doesn't align with his current working style. Instead, the company might be saving his in-ring return for a one-on-one feud or a major storyline moment, ensuring he performs in a controlled and meaningful environment. Moreover, Reigns' absence could be influenced by his growing commitments outside WWE. His rising Hollywood profile and media appearances have started to mirror that of other top WWE crossover stars like John Cena and The Rock. If Reigns is indeed exploring acting opportunities or working on external projects, it would make sense for WWE to accommodate his schedule, especially given his star value to the company. The third possible reason is that WWE is creatively resetting the Bloodline saga before Reigns returns. Since his departure, Solo Sikoa has taken charge, gradually forming a new version of the Bloodline with Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and Jacob Fatu. This new faction operates with a much more ruthless and unpredictable edge, positioning Solo as a more aggressive, almost unhinged leader. WWE might be giving this version of the Bloodline time to evolve before Reigns comes back to confront it. That confrontation, when it happens, could be one of the most explosive storylines in years, the student challenging the master, the heir to the throne rebelling against the king. Allowing this tension to build without Reigns' immediate presence is a clever move that gives both the audience and the characters time to adjust.